Hi. So, about a month ago, I made a video talking about toxic expectations and the different ways that's affected my mindset of how I'm creating things. Since then, um, I've been working on my book, uh, like crazy, really. And this is just kind of a celebratory video because I've been working on that book for about, I don't want to say, almost 2 years. So up to that point, it took me 2 years to get 60,000 words, which not terrible. Not as productive as I'd like it to be, but not terrible. But it's been a month since that video was put out, and today, after my writing session, I will be passing 80,000 words. So for those of you at home, that's 20,000 words in a month. And I'm really pumped about that. And yeah, it's not my best work, but it's the first draft, so it's not supposed to be great. It's supposed to just be getting my thoughts out, and I'm gonna come back to it during the editing process, and I'm gonna edit it like crazy and make it readable. And right now, I'm just getting my story out of my brain and onto the paper, and it's been really, really good. I've been getting a lot of questions about what my book's about and what's it gonna be, when's it gonna come out, and that's something. As for that last question, I really don't have an answer for that. I want the first draft to be done before July for sure. And that will be super exciting for me when that happens. And I'm super pumped with the amount of steam I've been building for it. And it's starting to really take shape. But as for the story goes, uh, for that, I need to talk to you about a camping trip I took a few years back. I went to a cabin with some friends, and these friends and I, we like to play role playing games, tabletop role playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, that kind of stuff. It's dweeby, but doing that, you get in a creative headspace. You write stories, you do all sorts of cool, fun stuff that you never would in any other setting. And in this, during one of our campfires on the beach, we were talking about if we were to create a world, what would that look like? So me and my friends worked on this world together. Some of my best friends in the world. Their names are Jeffrey Franz, Marcel Reimer, and Eric Alford. We worked on this together and we built it from the ground up. And it's something that we were just really, really proud of. And I wasn't happy leaving it just for us. I want to show people this awesome thing we created together. And I had this story brewing in my mind, and there it is. I have a sandbox to play in. So it takes place in a small kingdom on the world, and that kingdom is called Tarama. It's ruled by the Banner family, King Levi Banner. Basically, he's in charge of everything in this kingdom. Obviously, he's the king. So I'm leaning a little bit into the trope of magic is looked down upon in this particular kingdom. But this kingdom is crazy isolated from the rest of the world because there is a literal bubble around it of magic. They put up the barrier to keep sorcerers out of the kingdom, but there was also a side effect. The bubble that they put up also kept all of the sorcerers that were already in the kingdom inside, so they couldn't leave. And now they're stuck with a whole bunch of sorcerers that they didn't want, and sorcerers that wanted to get out of this horribly discriminatory place. And they're trying to get out, and they can't because they're being trapped by this huge magical barrier. That's everything you need to know going into the story. The story is Liam's. He is discovering the story as to why that barrier was put up in the first place and trying to figure out if they actually need to keep it up. He's taken his father's word as basically law, which it is, all of his life, and he's starting to meet these people that are showing him maybe that's not exactly true. And as he unravels the mystery, more mysteries reveal themselves. And that's essentially as much as I'm going to tell you right now. But there's lots of action, there's romance, there's intrigue, there is all sorts of things, magical, mythical creatures that you've never seen before, a new take on fairies that I am very, very proud of, and the Fae and all of that stuff. And that's something I really, really, really focus on in this book is the Fae. They are very important. And if you don't know what they are, that's fine, because the book's going to explain everything, because everything you know about the Fae is probably wrong when it comes to this story. But thank you from an author talking about his story. Something that people don't typically ask for because it's boring to listen to. But if you stuck this far in, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to hopefully be putting out more of these on a more regular schedule because, as I'm told, that's how you grow your following. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.